Hey there, and welcome to a journey through the darker corridors of human history. Today, we're diving into the dark side of history to explore the 5 greatest tyrants of humanity. These are individuals whose names echo through time, synonymous with oppression, cruelty, and unimaginable suffering. It's a heavy topic, but a vital one to understand. I'll be guiding you through this journey without appearing on screen, allowing us to focus on the historical context and the complexities of these figures. We're not here to glorify their actions, but to learn from them, to understand how such atrocities could occur, and hopefully to prevent them from happening again. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a thought-provoking ride. Let's start with a figure who, while often romanticized, left an undeniable mark of brutality and transformation on the 13th century, Genghis Khan. Born Temujin, he unified the disparate and often warring nomadic tribes of Mongolia, forging them into a fearsome and highly disciplined fighting force. Imagine the vast, windswept steppes, a seemingly endless expanse where horse archers honed their skills from a young age, mastering the art of mobility and precision. Genghis Khan was not just a conqueror but a master strategist, a brilliant military mind who understood the power of mobility, surprise, and psychological warfare. His conquests stretched from East Asia to Eastern Europe, creating an empire built on the backs of conquered peoples and the ashes of fallen cities. Cities were razed, populations decimated, and entire cultures erased, leaving a trail of destruction that reshaped the medieval world. But it wasn't just about brute force and terror. Genghis Khan also implemented a legal code, the Yasa, which, while harsh and unforgiving, brought a degree of order and stability to his vast and diverse empire. He promoted religious tolerance and established extensive trade routes, fostering a complex legacy that continues to be debated and analysed by historians today. Was he a ruthless barbarian, a destroyer of civilizations, or a visionary leader who laid the foundations for modern global trade? The answer, like history itself, is rarely simple and often lies in the eye of the beholder. His empire, though built on bloodshed and conquest, facilitated the exchange of ideas, technologies, and goods across continents, a testament to the complicated and multifaceted nature of his reign. In the following chapters, we'll delve deeper into the specifics of his conquests, exploring the innovative tactics he employed and the profound impact he had on the world he reshaped. Now, we move to a more recent and perhaps more chilling figure, Adolf Hitler, whose name has become synonymous with the darkest chapters of human history. From the ashes of a defeated Germany, Hitler rose to power, promising prosperity and national revival. He presented himself as the savior of a nation in despair, a beacon of hope for a country ravaged by war and economic collapse. He tapped into the deep-seated resentment and economic hardship that gripped the nation after World War I. The Treaty of Versailles had left Germany humiliated and economically crippled, creating fertile ground for radical ideologies. His rhetoric, laced with nationalism and anti-Semitism, resonated with a disillusioned populace. Hitler's speeches were powerful and manipulative, playing on the fears and prejudices of the masses. The Nazi Party, initially a fringe group, gained traction, culminating in Hitler's appointment as Chancellor in 1933. This marked the beginning of a new and terrifying era in German history. What followed was a systematic dismantling of democracy, the suppression of dissent, and the persecution of minorities. The Reichstag fire was used as a pretext to eliminate political opposition and consolidate power. Hitler's ideology, rooted in racial purity and Aryan supremacy, led to the horrific atrocities of the Holocaust. His vision of a pure Aryan race justified the most inhumane acts. Millions of Jews, along with other marginalized groups, were systematically murdered in concentration camps. The scale and brutality of the Holocaust remain unparalleled in history. The world watched in horror as the machinery of genocide churned. The liberation of the camps revealed the full extent of the Nazi regime's cruelty. Hitler's ambition for world domination plunged the globe into another devastating war, a conflict that claimed tens of millions of lives. World War II reshaped the global order and left a legacy of destruction. His name has become synonymous with evil, a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and unchecked hate. The crimes committed under his regime serve as a warning to future generations. The scars of his reign remain, a testament to the enduring impact of his horrific ideology. Post-war Germany had to rebuild not just its cities, but its very identity. We'll examine the factors that allowed Hitler to rise to power, the propaganda machine that fueled his regime, and the devastating consequences of his actions. Understanding this dark period is crucial to preventing history from repeating itself. Our next subject is Joseph Stalin, a man who ruled the Soviet Union with an iron fist, leaving an indelible mark on history. From the shadows of Lenin, Stalin emerged as the undisputed leader of the Communist Party, skillfully maneuvering through the political landscape. He consolidated his power through purges, ruthlessly eliminating rivals and dissenters within the party ranks, ensuring no one could challenge his authority. Millions were sent to the gulags, forced labor camps where they faced brutal conditions and often perished, their lives extinguished by the harsh regime. Stalin's paranoia and thirst for control led to a reign of terror, where fear permeated every level of society. He implemented collectivized agriculture, resulting in widespread famine and the deaths of millions, a tragedy that scarred the nation. He orchestrated show trials where fabricated confessions were extracted through torture and coercion, showcasing his absolute power. The Soviet Union, under Stalin's rule, became a totalitarian state where individual freedoms were suppressed and the state controlled every aspect of life, from the economy to personal beliefs. His legacy is a complex one, marked by both rapid industrialization and unimaginable suffering, a duality that continues to be debated by historians. He transformed the Soviet Union into a global superpower, but at a horrific human cost, with millions of lives lost and countless others forever changed. We'll explore the mechanisms of Stalin's control, the impact of his policies on the Soviet people, and the lasting consequences of his totalitarian regime, which still echo in modern times. Moving to the east, we encounter Mao Zedong, the leader of the Chinese Communist Party. Mao's ideology, a blend of Marxism, Leninism, and Chinese nationalism, shaped the course of China for decades. He led the communists to victory in the Chinese Civil War, establishing the People's Republic of China in 1949. His policies, aimed at transforming China into a communist utopia, had devastating consequences. The Great Leap Forward, an attempt to rapidly industrialize the country, resulted in widespread famine and the deaths of tens of millions. The Cultural Revolution, a campaign to purge capitalist and traditional elements from Chinese society, unleashed a wave of violence and chaos. Mao's cult of personality permeated every aspect of Chinese life, with his image ubiquitous and his words treated as gospel. He remains a controversial figure, revered by some as a revolutionary hero and condemned by others as a ruthless dictator. We'll delve into the complexities of Mao's reign, examining the impact of his policies on Chinese society and the lasting legacy of his revolution. Finally, we arrive at Pol Pot, the leader of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia. Pol Pot's vision of an agrarian utopia led to one of the most horrific genocides of the 20th century. He implemented a radical social engineering experiment, emptying cities and forcing people into rural communes. Intellectuals, professionals, and anyone deemed a threat to the regime were targeted for elimination. The killing fields, sites of mass execution, became a chilling symbol of the Khmer Rouge's brutality. An estimated 2 million people perished under Pol Pot's reign, a quarter of Cambodia's population. His regime, fueled by paranoia and ideological fanaticism, left an indelible scar on the nation. The Cambodian genocide stands as a stark reminder of the dangers of extremist ideologies and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. We'll explore the rise of the Khmer Rouge, the horrors of the Cambodian genocide, and the long road to recovery for the Cambodian people. So we've journeyed through some of the darkest chapters of human history, exploring the lives and legacies of 5 individuals who wielded immense power and inflicted unimaginable suffering. These tyrants left a lasting mark on history, reminding us of the dangers of absolute power. From the vast conquests of Genghis Khan to the horrors of the Cambodian genocide, we've seen the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition and ideological fanaticism. It's crucial to remember these dark chapters to prevent history from repeating itself. By understanding the factors that allowed these tyrants to rise to power, we can hopefully learn from the past and work towards a future where such atrocities are never again repeated. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more historical insights.